Can't believe we're actually doing this.
When did you announce this?
Uh, about a year ago.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Welcome to a Grasshopper game.
So was Suda actually involved in this?
That's a very good question. I don't know if he specifically was involved in this, but Grasshopper Studio obviously was. They developed it.
Well, yeah, that's why their name was on there. Hey, Chicago, I might be going there at the end of the year.
It was also published by Spike, who developed Escape from Bug Island.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess it's a fitting follow-up for us.
Well, it's probably already better.
About that.
Oh, really?
So how much do you know about Michigan? The game, not the state.
Well, if it was the state, I would just say I only went to Detroit once for YomaCon, but that's not about the game.
Okay, well, this doesn't actually take place in the state of Michigan. It takes place in a city called Michigan, which is in Illinois.
Yeah, okay. But like, as a collective, I don't know that much, but I will say, like, I will vaguely say, I think I know a little more than I thought I would. That's all I'll say about it.
Alright, well, I should clarify something up front, which is I'm playing the Japanese version. But I dubbed over English audio from other people's playthroughs, such as Luna White and gameplay videos. There's two reasons I did that. One, so it's a little easier for people watching this. And two, one of the reasons Michigan is well known at all is for its English voice acting.
Yeah, that's one thing I definitely know about this game. So, is there any reason you didn't import the European version?
I don't have a PAL console.
So, even with modifying the PlayStation 2, it wouldn't work?
I'm not modifying my PS2 that much. As you can see,
Oh,
I
okay.
am doing rough translation for things that I otherwise couldn't just dub audio over.
Yeah, you're putting that education to
So
good
you're the new
use.
cameraman, huh? I hear you're a rookie. The name's Briscoe. I'm the sound guy. Nice to meet you. That's Pamela. You've seen her before, haven't you? She's Zaka TV's star reporter after
Who
all.
voices Briscoe?
You're pretty
Briscoe
lucky
is voiced by a
to
guy
team up
named
with
Greg
Pamela right
Irwin,
off the
who is
bat.
usually a
But don't
programmer
go getting
slash
any
engineer
funny
on games
ideas
instead of a
about her,
voice
you hear
actor.
me? Of
He's
course,
voiced in such
Pamela probably
illustrious
wouldn't
titles
give
as
you the time
Shenmue
of
and
day
Bloody Roar 4.
What could the agency be thinking? I mean, sending a newbie like this guy out to get scoops? Huh? Oops, you hear that? Oh well, don't let it bother you. Now then, I'll be teaching you everything you need to know about TV news coverage. Listen up and do exactly as I say.
I'll warn you right now, this whole video is just the first level, which is basically a giant tutorial.
As you would.
Of course, a cameraman's #1 job is to be able to shoot things properly. It doesn't get any more basic than that. You know what to do, right? Okay, first off, try shooting that box there.
I like the way he said shooting that box, but it's like, yeah, you're on a camera, but I'm like, no, just actually shoot the gun that you don't have.
Well, we'll get to shooting with a gun later on.
Oh, God.
Fine. You should be able to do at least that much if you call yourself a cameraman. #2, you gotta have an eye for scoofs. Can't just let them pass you by.
So for
Just
those of you who
pointing the
aren't
camera
familiar with
quickly
Michigan,
never get you a scoop, you know?
this
If you
is
want a scoop, you
most
gotta
of the
get up
game.
there and make one. And you can't
What,
just
being with
stand there
Briscoe?
like a stick.
Being
You
with
gotta move
Briscoe
around
and a reporter
up
and just
high,
filming
down
stuff.
low, You gotta shoot the subject from
There's
every angle.
not a whole lot you can do. Also, I'll point out right now, it's really annoying to try and focus on things that are far away. Because if you just slightly nudge the control stick, it'll fly past whatever you're trying to focus on.
Is that because you're constantly kind of like slightly moving the camera, like some sort of breathing motion?
It's that, also the camera pans too far. Like, as you can see, I had to keep moving back and forth, and then finally just moving up a little bit so I can focus on this book.
So, I'm guessing the camera sensitivity is not the best.
No. Most of the time, you'll just have to run up to stuff that you want to focus on. Speaking of things to focus on, sorry about this.
Are you doing some Umbrella Corps fucking crawling right now?
Believe it or not, this is a key function in the game. You see, you can get what the game calls scoop points for filming different scenes that are either suspenseful or erotic. And the main way that you get erotic points is by shooting upskirts of whatever reporter is with you.
That I actually did know about.
Oddly enough, focusing on their chest doesn't do anything.
Well, that's kind of lame considering that reporter's outfit, but like... correct me if I'm wrong, or is it too early to talk about, but do those points affect getting an ending or something? I think that's something I read up about.
It does have an effect on what happens. I'll say that much.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we don't want to spoil everything in the first episode.
I might as well explain some of, well, what little of the HUD there is. The countdown timer is how much tape you have left. When that runs out, you can't get any more erotic or suspense points or any sort of points for what you're filming.
But it doesn't automatically end the level. Like, you just... It's not being recorded, but you're still looking through the camera, right?
Yeah, you're still looking through the camera, and you still have to figure out how to progress through the level. It's just that nothing you film will count, point-wise.
Is the battery life level progression, or is it actually a time limit, too?
Actually, you were right the first time. It is a indicator of how far you've progressed in the game.
Yeah, that is, I think, one thing I noticed when I did see clips of Michigan. Like, the further they got, less battery life. It just seemed like it wouldn't go down any other way, like, you know, stupid walking simulator horror games.
Now,
So, is your objective to get all those books for this?
you don't have to get all of the books. There's actually something else you can do to just immediately progress to the next section. But so many playthroughs don't show off everything that's in this little area, so I figured I'd run around and find everything that I could.
Which one of the books says "For Itchy Tasty"?
I think it's the one inside this mansion, which we can't go in.
Aw, boo. You can look at it, though. It's a good-ass doorknob.
Yeah, we can't open doors.
You can... Oh, you can open half door. What, do you just Duke Nukem kick all the doors?
Sort of. You'll see this later, but there's a shove command.
That I do know about, because a lot of videos I've seen involved shoving Briscoe 50 times. Or just everyone.
We will get to shoving Briscoe in a little bit.
That's the combat, though. Actually, I don't know if that's actually the combat, but it could be.
Also, I hope you enjoyed this sound effect coming up.
Nice bend.
And if you looked at the top of the screen, the indicator did move like a significant chunk towards
to the left.
the E for erotic.
Yeah, I did notice that when it and I'm guessing he's gonna go right back to Scoop. Or not. No, erotic is better.
So,
I guess.
the brightness jump here was me trying to make this slightly more visible. Because I recorded this with my old setup.
That's a dead body, right?
Yes, it is. A very waxy looking dead body.
That music cue. Sounds like some sort of LA Noir shit.
Also, here's a gun.
Which we can't use.
Yeah, apparently all our reporters are packing.
Well, why can't we take the gun and, like...
Because we're holding the camera.
Put it on your leg! Just...
Did you find anything? Okay, next topic. Ramming is a technique you can use in a pinch. A cameraman can only use his body, you see? He can't take his hands off the camera. Okay, try ramming into me right now. Not too hard though, you hear? You ready? Okay, go ahead and try it. But take it easy. We're just practicing here, remember? Okay, go. Easy now.
Should we ram into him gently or ram into him hard?
That's a choice.
Yeah, it depends on how much you charge it up.
Oh, there's a charge meter?
When the camera shakes and the heartbeat sound goes, that's it charging.
Please tell me you're doing it hard. Yeah!
Hey, you idiot! I told you to take it easy. Son of a... Now only use ramming in emergencies, okay? You'll know when.
So,
Just use your
I
common
noticed
sense.
something on the meter on top.
How it splits in the middle?
Yeah, that wasn't there before.
No, it was not.
Is that the Briscoe meter?
Actually, no, but I want to call it that now.
So you're the new guy, huh? I'm Pamela. Pamela Martell. Nice to meet you. Okay, Briscoe. I'm borrowing the new guy until we start shooting.
Also, whenever we focus on someone, we always...
But there isn't a whole
The
lot
focal point is always like down near their crotch.
It can be tough out here.
It's
on
like they
location.
want you to get
We've
points
got
or
to work as a
something.
team, okay?
Yeah, but at this point, we
Don't mind
can't really get
Briscoe.
the
He's
erotic
always like
points
that.
because of that split in
He's
the
a
middle.
really dependable guy, though.
So there's a
Could
cutoff
be a big
point.
help to us both.
Yeah, but it
Oh,
sometimes the
one more
cutoff
thing.
appears and
As
then
a cameraman,
disappears.
getting scoops is important, but it's not the only thing, in my opinion. For example, if somebody right in front of you needs help, or if there's some kind of emergency, I think you should stop shooting and help them.
So this is an optional QuickTime event.
Is it
Of
worth
course,
doing?
That's just my own personal opinion. But I've seen lots of cameramen that don't stop and help. But I suppose being able to film a brutal scene calmly is part of your job, too. If I think of it in those terms, I guess it could be a...
Do you get the scoop of a lifetime?
Somebody tripped. Scoop of a lifetime.
So wait, it just abruptly cuts
I was
away
just about to trip over that
if you
board.
do it right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's the way you work, is it? I can tell we're going to get along just fine. But if you hadn't warned me about that board, you might have gotten a little scoop on me. Well, I guess we'd better head back to the news van.
For this, I'm just taking the translations from the PAL version. By the way, does Pamela's voice actor sound familiar at all?
A little. I actually wasn't paying attention.
Well, she's voiced in a few different things, but there are two in particular I'd like to point out. One is Fatal Frame,
Okay.
and the second is Rumble Roses.
Okay. I mean, I haven't played Fatal Frame, so maybe... Oh god. I haven't even played Rumble Roses either.
I was about to ask.
Okay, wake up. Time for a scoop. Get up. Are you ready? Got your tapes? Battery okay? All right. Pamela is standing by outside. Make her look good now. And leave the sound to me.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's get it right, okay?
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. This is Pamela Martell. We report tonight on a strange phenomena. An unusually thick fog, the cause of which is
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill 3 was 2003, about a year before this game. Silent Hill 4 was the year of this game.
Let's go! Are you all right? What happened to you? They all got killed. What are you talking about? What happened? It came through the... Oh my god! Help me! Help me!
What are you doing? Run! Get away!
Wait, so she just transformed into that, or...
No, she's getting eaten by it.
Oh. Just ran into it.
Don't know where it came from. It seemed to just teleport there.
Yeah, that's why I got a little confused.
What's happening?
Just calm down.
What's going on? What was that thing?
Calm down, Pamela.
Calm down? How do you expect me to calm down?
It's gonna be all right.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Are you just going to stand there filming? Turn that camera off. I tell you,
Come on,
turn
Pamela.
it off
Quit
right
it.
now.
Don't get mad at him.
Also, are we out of tape?
Useless idiot.
I
I've had it working
think there's no
like you
meter.
two.
Behind you.
I'm joining up with some other team.
Ah!
What? Just keep quiet
Behind you. There's a...
and stop thinking you can order me around. Huh?
Well, she didn't last long.
Oh, don't worry. Her voice actor appears as another reporter later.
Ah, fuck this game. Gee, I wonder what would happen.
Do you think she trips?
仕事として考えたらやっぱり正しいのかもしれない。やだもう。ちょっと、なんで教えてくれなかったのよ。ねえ、いつまでも撮ってないで手を貸してくれないかしら。
I'm sorry if we can't give you a hand. We have our hands on the camera, which is why we can't shoot guns either.
Or open doors?
Just grab my foot, okay? My legs are still useful.
My leg!
My leg. Scoop of a lifetime.
So, first impressions.
I already knew what I was getting into. And I still know what I'm getting into. I have known about this game in the past, just not in full. So I think the further we go in, I think the more interesting it'll be.
Yeah, this is a few videos down the line, but wait until you see how boss fights work.
Okay.